right. Hello, everybody. It's been a long day, as evidenced by me. I think I put my hair up in a top knot at 7:30 this morning, and that's where it stayed all day. I'm still wearing the shirt I slept in last night. No bra. I haven't even brushed my teeth today. Happy Memorial Day. You know, normally Alan and I.
Is this Larry?
Normally, Alan and I have a huge Memorial Day party. That did not happen this year for various reasons: coronavirus, weather, and family dynamics. I think this is Larry. So we're going to get into that really quickly with the podcast that we are late getting started. So thank you for being here.
Hello, Linda.
Literally, I have not brushed my teeth today.
Hello, Sam. Why don't you lift up Larry so they can see Larry?
Well, I thought we were going to surprise.
Oh, my goodness.
My Larry. That's my love. My love, Larry.
They thought Zoey was Larry.
I know. We're going to introduce Zoey in a minute. But Alan's already spoiled that surprise, so there you go.
There she is.
All right, so.
Well, we haven't spoiled anybody in the audio.
Right. So let's get started because we're late and I've got to get to bed because I've got to work in the morning. You ready?
Oh.
Let's just get started because I got to get going here with the dogs.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Alan needs a minute.
Just 1 second. I don't need a minute. All right. And wow. Oh, okay. All right, give me a little sound check.
Test 1, 2, 1, 2. I only have one. Is that enough for me? Look at the levels. Is that good?
It's right at the bar.
Okay.
When you're talking normally, it goes right to the bar.
All right.
Where it's supposed to. Phil Acio. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Phil Acio. Please pick up the red courtesy phone.
I assumed it was going to be Phil McCracken, but that's okay.
Phil Acio.
Hit the button. Here we go.
Or is it fellatio?
Here we go.
Lewd. Okay, you ready?
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I am Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and co-host. How long have we been married?
Long time.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
This is Alan Evans.
Hello, Alan. Hey, Trey in the house.
Boy, and we're recording this on Memorial Day. So for everyone, it's so weird saying Happy Memorial Day. I don't think that's the correct terminology you're supposed to say because, you know, Memorial Day is supposed to be a somber event.
Yeah, a lot of people say Happy Memorial Day.
And it's like, I don't know. Is right?
Well, I know you're wishing everyone a nice 3-day weekend and a nice time over the 3-day weekend. And a lot of people consider this the start to summer.
Right.
A lot of people, throw big parties, including us, usually.
Including us. And, this year, we did not throw our annual Memorial Day party. It would have been the 3rd annual. And honestly, I'll be honest. That's redundant. I have felt somewhat awkward about throwing the Memorial Day party because I know the occasion is a sacred one. It's for members of the military who have lost their lives defending our freedoms. And I completely understand that and acknowledge that. And at all of our parties, we do pause to acknowledge that. But then we also have this big party where people get drunk.
Drunker than Cooter Brown. Rip-roaring drunk.
Right. So it's kind of like a...
Shit-faced.
It's bad.
Fit-chased.
But I think this year with, the way the world is now, and it just didn't seem really appropriate. We didn't know how people felt about it. It didn't feel right to do the all-out debauchery. And then again, it was pouring rain all day. So, which felt kind of appropriate for the occasion. So
you just decided to get drunk tonight.
Well, I didn't. What happened was Alan and I laid around all day today, kind of in the mully grubs.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a bra. I'm wearing the shirt I slept in last night.
Peek behind the kimono.
I woke up about 7:15 because I had to pee really bad, and I put my hair up in a top knot, and that's where it stayed all day. I have not brushed my teeth. And this is the state I'm in as I record the podcast. Alan at some point decided he would shower, which I'm like, why? We're not going anywhere.
And I shaved, showered, and did the other thing.
You groomed.
I groomed. Yeah, absolutely I did.
And then he said, you know what? Kelly, I'm saving Memorial Day, excuse me. I'm saving Memorial Day.
Yes, I'm saving Memorial Day.
And he pulled out some steaks from the freezer. He said, and I'm going to make you a martini. And he did a great job. He has perfected the at-home dirty martini for me with blue cheese olives. He made me 2 of those.
Everyone's going to ask the recipe.
Yeah.
3 ounces Grey Goose martini. Just a dash, because Kelly likes them extra dry, just a dash of vermouth. Just a dash of olive juice in a shaker, an iced shaker.
Dirty.
An iced shaker.
He lets it, you let the glass.
Before you do all this, I let the glass chill by putting ice and water in it. And then I shake the shaker, pour the water and the ice out of the glass, and then strain into the martini glass.
And he puts blue cheese
olives.
Add
Add 2 blue cheese olives, and there we go.
And then he made me 2. And then I realized I had a bottle of wine that just sitting there with the, you have to recork it after you don't drink all of it. So I thought I'd have another glass. So anyway, we've had our Memorial Day celebration. We've stopped to acknowledge those who gave all for us, and we thank you for that. And then we spent the rest of the day tending to some new developments around Evans Manor. Now, in previous podcasts, as you've heard, Alan and I have been considering getting a new member to our family. Alan did a lot of research. We have Larry. Larry is my beloved. After I lost my dog, George, it took me about 1.5 years to get past the heartache of that, to be open to having another dog. And we got Larry, a little rescue Chiser Peekapoo, which Alan said, let's just call him
a schnoodle.
A schnoodle.
He's part schnauzer, part poodle.
He is part schnauzer, part
just call him a schnoodle.
He's also more Chihuahua, I think we've discovered in his DNA test. But anyway, so whatever. So Alan was, doing some research and found out with a male rescue, it's best to probably get a female rescue. So he's been, obsessively researching adoption sites, and, people have been so sweet sending us DMs about dogs they think that would work really well. My only requirement was it has to fit through the doggy door and not shed, and be a female, because, with Larry, we wanted to set him up for success.
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday night, we had a visitor arrive to our home.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take it from here, honey?
I can. Yeah, it's kind of, you were really kind of winding around there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure where to take it from.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess prior to Thursday, I was on a website called theshelterproject.org.
As among many other websites.
Yeah. And
you were on all of them.
And so I had our criteria that Kelly talked about. We wanted a small dog, doesn't shed, and a female. So I was plugging that in, and I was checking every day, and I was sending Kelly some different dogs, and some she shot down for good reasons. They get too big, or she thought maybe I was just kind of doing a knee-jerk reaction.
He sent me some puppies that would potentially grow to 80 pounds. I'm like, what are you thinking? They're not going to fit through the doggy door.
Yeah.
And Alan doesn't like big dogs.
So I stumbled across a female puppy, a 9-month-old puppy, purebred miniature schnauzer, but it was a rescue. So I copied the link and sent it to Kelly. I think Kelly liked it.
I said, does it make your heart, what did I say?
Does it make your heart sing?
Does it make your heart sing? Does she make your heart sing? That's the thing. When I saw Larry's face, I was like, my heart went, oh, and I knew that was the dog before I even met him. There's something about that connection. And I would send other pictures of dogs. I'm like, no. When I saw Larry's face, I was like, oh. So I asked him, does that make your heart sing?
And she makes my heart sing. She made my heart sing.
You sent me some other pictures, and I said, does it make your heart sing? And you would honestly say no.
I said, she's cute, but she didn't really make my heart sing.
No.
Yeah. Cute dogs, but didn't make my heart sing.
So Alan found one that made his heart sing. So we contacted the right people. We sent emails. We called repeatedly. Alan was adamant about this particular dog. And so I went through I jumped every hoop. I emailed, I called, I did whatever I had to do. And we finally tracked down this dog. And on Thursday night, this dog was brought to our house. And I think about 10 minutes after the dog arrived at our house, she suffered a seizure.
Yeah.
a full-blown, mouth foaming, what do you call it? The jerky leg reaction, like uncontrollable twitching, convulsing.
Talk about scary.
Convulsing seizure this dog had in front of us, and it was scary. And the foster mom immediately scooped her up and held her until the seizure passed, and then put her down on the ground. And the dog proceeded to go in circles, like these circles. She said that's how she's finding her balance, because she's temporarily completely out of balance. And Alan and I are sitting there looking at each other like, oh my God. Oh my God.
It was scary. It was
scary.
Really scary. We didn't know what to do. The lady who came over with
the foster mom.
Yeah, the foster mom. She, picked her up, and we ran a towel over, and she just kind of comforted the puppy there for a little while. But after what? Maybe
just a couple minutes.
Two or three minutes?
She was fine.
2 or 3 minutes.
And we were like, what the hell? It just happened here.
Yeah.
Did the people who forfeited her, gave her up for adoption, were they aware of this and they just did not disclose it? What has happened here? And Alan and I were sitting there thinking,
I'm gonna go get something.
Okay, honey.
Because maybe you'll be done with your story.
How horrible would we be if we said, here is a dog that is possibly sick, in need of a loving home, and we're like, nope, we don't want a damaged dog. We want a perfectly fine one, right? So we decided to give her a chance. And after talking to some people, they said, actually, she had just been spayed the day before. And they said sometimes dogs have reactions to the anesthesia that can cause a seizure. We're like, never heard of it. Why would we have heard of that? The foster mom contacted the previous owners just to say, what the hell? Did you give us a dog that had seizures and did not notify us? And the previous owners said, no, we had no inkling of this. For whatever, the family had there's no need to go into the background story. It was a very legitimate reason why they could no longer have this dog. So Alan and I said, you know what, we're just going to keep her for a few days. We'll decide. We'll see how she gets along with Larry. It's not been good. Larry is not very welcoming. He's not very hospitable. Not a Southern dog, I would say. Southern dogs fake hospitality, whether you mean it or not. Larry doesn't care about appearances. Larry just doesn't like her. But you know who likes her? Who likes her, babe?
I do. I like her very much.
I think I would say Alan's fallen in love with her.
She's a great dog. Yeah, and I don't know what Larry's.
She's a lot of fun.
She wants to play with Larry, and she does the puppy
Larry's
stuff.
Not interested.
The puppy kind of, how puppies get down on their front legs and they arch their back, and she's kind of barking at him, not like meanly, just wanting to play. And Larry's like the grumpy old man.
He's been very mean.
Oh my goodness.
We've had quite a few accidents, a lot of peeing and a lot of pooping, and in the house. It's been a lot of fun.
But I'm trying to tell Kelly that's the dogs are trying to work it out, like, who's boss and who can be here, what toy I can play with and can't play with, and all that kind of stuff.
But here's the thing we've discovered. They give you 5 days to decide whether or not this is going to be a part of your forever family, or if you want to, no harm, no foul. You say this wasn't the right fit for our family. Let's try another dog. And only after just I think a full day, we decided.
Yeah, she's a great dog. She hasn't
be our dog.
She hasn't had any other kind of weird,
no other
seizures or anything like that. She seems really healthy.
Even if she had other seizures, after 24 hours, you're in love.
And
so you're going to like,
we've already been on several walks, and she's done great on the walks, and we've taken her out with Larry, and she's walked with Larry. And yeah, she's only 9 months old. What do you think, babe? She's not twice as big as Larry, but she's
about twice as big as Larry.
Yeah, she's much bigger than Larry, but she's only 9 months old. And Larry's what, 2 or 3?
3, and he's 12 pounds, and he ain't getting no bigger.
Yeah, so she's probably, 20 pounds.
So I guess what we're doing on this podcast is we're announcing.
It's the longest announcement I've ever heard.
Congratulations to us. Welcome to the family, Zoey Evans.
Yay!
This is Zoey. Zoey's a schnauzer, a mini schnauzer. And Zoey came with the name Zoey. Alan and I have argued back and forth on what names we want for this dog. And since we can't come to a consensus, we're just going to keep the name she came with.
I think Zoe's a cute name.
Zoey and Larry is who we've got.
And we're here in the live studio audience. And I think the studio audience thinks this is Larry because they can't see Larry.
We've sent, when we got
Why don't
Zoey,
you show Larry?
well,
show
he
Larry.
Sleep on my lap.
Well,
when we got Zoey, we sent Zoe's picture to his family. And they were like, oh, Larry's so cute. We're like, that's not Larry.
That's not Larry.
That's Zoey. This is Larry, if you're watching on our YouTube podcast. And he's just a little teddy bear. He's just the sweetest little thing to me. Not so much to Zoey. But I think hopefully that they will become big friends. And they'll be playful. Because Zoey wants to play so badly. And Larry's not interested. We don't know Larry's history. Alan and I have really been talking about it a lot the past few days. We're just guessing about Larry's background. We assume that he was never around other dogs before.
He doesn't act like he's been around other dogs.
He doesn't want to play at all. And just to their eating habits, like Larry has always inhaled his food.
He doesn't chew it. Yeah, he doesn't chew it.
He's never chewed it.
He gobbles it.
And it's like in 2 seconds it's gone. And it's like, well, 12 hours, you got to wait, bud. And we think that's because he was in that feast or famine, like this is my only food. If I don't eat it now, I don't know when I'm going to get fed again. So we think that's what Larry's history might be, but we don't know because he was found wandering. In Zoe's case, she was given up for adoption. The woman who had her just was not able to care for her, and rightfully. I mean, it was not a bad situation. There was a lot of love in realizing, you know what, I cannot care for this dog as it needs to be cared for. It needs to find another loving home. And so she gave her up for adoption. And now Zoe's with us. And I'll be honest, I don't love Zoey yet. I love Larry. I like Zoey a lot. She's a lot of fun. But I haven't gotten to that part of my heart where I'm like, oh my God, I would do anything for this dog yet. I think Alan's already gotten there.
She is super smart.
Alan loves this
and
dog.
Super sweet. She is.
And she loves me.
She is just really, really a sweet dog.
She loves me. We're working on a lot of things, but I know I'm going to grow to love her. I don't want to be, big fake person and say, oh, I fell in love with this dog the first time I saw her. That's not the case. It's going to take some, she's very rambunctious, and she's just going to be a lot of work, getting her under control into the dog that I know she can be. I see glimpses of the dog she can be, and she's still, needing to be trained a little bit.
I think Kelly's used to having
a lap dog,
like a lap dog that just kind of sits there. This dog is very active and strong, and
but she's sweet.
She's very sweet, but she wants to be on the move. She wants to walk. I mean, she's going to need like walks every day.
But she's a sweetheart.
But
and she's got some, she wants to bite. She's trying to bite Alan right now.
She's still teething.
We're trying to work on that.
She's biting the microphone cable now.
She jumps a lot. She pees where she's not supposed to, poops where she's not supposed to, but that's okay. It's like she's a puppy.
I keep telling Kelly that's what puppies do.
That's what puppies do. And it's going to be great. But I'm just really excited because, we were first looking at dogs to adopt. Alan was on every website looking for a dog. I also had the rule, I don't want the dog to shed. So he's on all these websites, and there were some, I'm not going to mention the names of some businesses. And I told Alan, I said, in good conscience, I cannot support these businesses. I want a rescue dog that needs a good home. And that's what we got with Zoey. So I'm very happy about that. We're a 2 rescue dog family. So yay us!
It's exciting.
Happy Memorial Day. Happy Doggy Day. So we're going to sign the papers tomorrow.
Yeah, we are.
It's fun. She's going to be a good dog. Of course, our son Cole, it was his 12th birthday, and we got Zoey on Thursday night, and on Friday night was Cole's birthday. We had him over for dinner, and literally 2 minutes before he's about to go back home to his mom's home, he's loving on Zoey. Zoey jumps up on him as she's not supposed to do because we're still training her. She gashes his face like these 2 long claw marks. I'm like, oh my God, we have to send him home like that. But he's fine. He's fine. It's just one of those things. She's a puppy.
Yeah, and she didn't break the skin.
She clawed him.
So
she scratched him pretty good.
So I just iced it and put some.
But he was completely fine.
Cortisone
He's like, whatever. He's a boy.
Fine. Yeah, he was fine.
A dog. My Emma Kelly would have been like, get rid of the dog.
But the dang seizure was the really scary thing. I'd never seen a dog do that. I'd seen a dog with distemper before.
Yeah.
And they foam at the mouth and kind of have those convulsions.
Yeah. When I was a little girl, I think I was in kindergarten. I remember our dog, Tina, had distemper, and it was bad.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, I'd never witnessed a dog having a seizure before. And Alan and I, the foster mom was sitting there. She's trying to put us at ease about it. And like, it's probably just because of the anesthesia, blah, blah, blah. And even if he is epileptic or whatever he is, the medication, I'm sorry, Larry's a he. Even if she is epileptic, the medicine's about $15 a month, and it can totally control it. But Al and I are looking at each other like, do we really want to do this? Do you want to sign on for a sickly dog? And we were both like, let's give her a try. Let's see, because she's a sweet dog. Super cute.
But even if she, say, has seizures, which we don't think she does.
No,
but even if
she's fine. She hasn't had one since, and it's been 4 days now.
But say she went a month with us and she had one. It's not like we were going to send her back.
No, now we're in love.
Yeah.
At that point,
we get her the treatment she needs, but she's just. I guess I was really, I felt a lot better when we heard from the previous owner that no, she's been like totally healthy. There's been like no problem whatsoever.
And I've never heard of a seizure from anesthesia before. I'd never heard of that.
But she had that surgery like the day before.
The day before.
Yeah.
And when I started asking around, people were like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. I'm like, okay, well, I guess, since people had heard of that, it made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, I told Alan, I was like, what kind of people would we be if, we want to give a home to a dog, that needs love. Every dog deserves love. And if it has an epileptic seizure and this is the dog that we're meant to be with, then that's our dog, right? So she's really sweet. Today, I feel like I turned a corner with her. I'll be honest, because she and Larry have not been getting along. And Larry is my loyalty, right? He's the first. And I want to make sure he's happy, but he's been getting a little bit better with her.
Yeah, like I said, Zoey will go up to Larry. At first, Larry was having none of it.
None.
Which is understandable. Here's a new puppy in Larry's house. So, I mean, that's totally understandable. But then,
and he's so much smaller than she is.
Yeah, but then as time has gone on over the last couple of days, as she approaches Larry again, we say, Larry, it's okay, and try to make him feel at ease. And he's actually
gotten better.
Let Zoey approach him and even sniff all around him. But
until he doesn't want that anymore.
Yeah, until he doesn't want it anymore. And honestly, the puppy can be overbearing. Like, she's like, won't give up on, will you play with me? Will you play with me?
Yeah, she pinned him tonight and had him like by his neck. And we try to let them figure it out for themselves because they have to determine their
pecking order.
And she had him by the neck. And I was like, that's good. So we rescued him.
He'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
He'll
be okay. That's what dogs do.
And then I come in and I'm like, everything I do, Alan's like, no, you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, I don't know.
Just when he's jumping on you, she's jumping on you, you shouldn't pet her. Right?
I know.
You know that, right? So I'm having to kind of.
He's having to train me.
I'm having to train the trainer.
Having to train me. And I just want to rescue Larry every time. I just want to scoop him up. He's like, no, you have to wait till Larry's calm.
Yeah, if he's like raising hell, you don't want to say, good boy, like wait till he's calm.
I just want to say, it's okay, sweetie, it's okay. I was like, stop.
Yeah.
But it's fine, and I've had a couple martinis and a glass of wine.
I'm
like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But we're crating them at night.
Yeah, well, we have to because, neither one of these two clowns can be trusted, And
the big test is going to be tomorrow morning because, we got Zoey on Thursday night. And then I was off work from the Kid Craddock Morning Show on Friday and Monday for the Memorial Day holiday. So we were able to sleep in until our bladders couldn't stand it because we have to get up and pee about 7 or 7:30 or so. And then, of course, the dogs are up. And I was like, well, for the radio, I'm going to have to get up about 4:30. So, and dogs are in our room in crates. So I don't know how that's going to go.
So we're crating them, but she is so flippin' smart. She had an accident today. And Kelly and I, we turned our backs for literally 5 seconds. And we turned back around, and she had already gone to the bathroom. But we caught her pretty quick.
She's so fast.
So we both went, no, Zoey, no. And then I took her outside and wouldn't let her in. I just kind of stood there with her, like, you need to be out here to go to the bathroom.
Of course, we're trying to train her. It's pouring rain all day.
Yeah,
the worst time to train a dog outside.
But since we did that, had that episode where Kelly and I both caught her doing that, she went and used the doggy door by herself, went outside, went to the bathroom, and then comes bolting in like lightning through the doggy door and almost knocks me over when she comes in.
She's so fun. And
she's so happy.
I think that was a turning point for me today. When she came, she was so proud of herself.
Oh my gosh.
When she comes barreling, now she's gotten the doggy door. It took her a few times to get the doggy door down. She didn't understand it. But now she's gotten the doggy door down. And when she pees and poops in the yard and she comes barreling through the house and just tackles Alan, it's so stinking cute. And then she gets on me and she puts both her paws on me. She has these long legs that I'm not used to. I have these little short, squatty dogs. She has these long legs and she wraps them around me. And then she can hug
you. Yeah.
And she buries her face in my bosom, or she starts licking in my ear. And this dog is just
Isn't that fun?
Love. She is love. And so I know this is it. This is our family. And I think it's going to be good.
And then you got...
I'm not going to lie and say I'm in love with her yet.
And then you got this guy.
And I got my Larry that I love. And I just love him so much. He's trying so hard.
He is. He's trying hard.
It's been a big upset for him, you know, and I've got Larry's back.
And we haven't been on Larry's ass. We've really tried to just make him feel like, okay, it's okay. It's no big deal.
He stepped up. He's like been even better, like on the leash.
And, he has. And he has stepped his game up.
He's just been a better dog, you know. I guess it's a spirit of competition or something. I don't know. But
one thing
it's going to be good.
It will be good. One thing we've learned is they don't really share toys yet either. The toys start a big war.
It's so funny. The foster mom came. She only had Zoey for less than a week, because we saw her and like, we want her. And she came over. She said, well, I'm going to bring some things for you. She brought over Zoey wearing a dress, and then brought over all these sweaters and outfits. And she's like,
food and
she
treats.
said, Kelly, I'll be honest. I know who you are. And she said, I just knew you would be into doggy costumes. And I was like, you don't know me at all. I do not do doggy costumes. So we have
I'll throw
an
Larry,
entire wardrobe of doggy costumes.
I'll throw Larry in a cowboy sweater or a Christmas sweater.
Or a picture, and then take it off.
But I didn't quite care.
Like animals and doggy outfits.
I didn't quite care for the dress.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like doggies feel embarrassed, and I feel like it's torture. So we have a whole wardrobe of doggy outfits, which is fine, and a bunch of treats and things. She was very, very sweet, and she was a sweet lady who just has a passion for fostering and rescuing dogs. You didn't name
the rescue yet.
What was the rescue's name? It was
the shelterproject.org is where I found Zoey, but then the rescue.
Oh, is it
Legacy
Animal? What is it?
Legacy Animal Rescue.
Legacy. That's not right.
That's not right?
Is that right? Legacy Animal Rescue? Something like that. That doesn't sound right. Alan's going to go get it. But we've gone through everything. Legacy Animal Shelter. I think it's Legacy Animal Shelter. Alan's going to go get the official name. Legacy Humane Society. Legacy Humane Society is where our little sweet dog came from.
Okay, Legacy Humane Society.
Thank you,
is where we found the dog.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
I can't remember.
No, I know you can't. Especially after 2 martinis and a glass of wine. Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. All right, babe.
But welcome to the family, Zoey.
Yeah. There she is.
She's asleep now.
Well, she's
but anyway, we do encourage you, if you want a little loved one in your life. I mean, there are so many, I know people do. They want, Zoey's a purebred. She's a purebred schnauzer, right?
Miniature schnauzer.
Miniature schnauzer. And so if you have your heart set on a purebred, no matter what you have your heart set on, there are rescues for that breed. And so we would encourage you to explore those options before you go to a breeder or to one of these stores that sell dogs, because they just don't always come from the most humane conditions.
We saw a lot of different. I was on the sites every day since we got real serious, right? And there's all kinds of different breeds out there.
Everything.
You'd be amazed. dogs that are, maybe senior dogs, and their owner
If you have
maybe
a heart for that would be so beautiful.
maybe their dog passed. There were special needs dogs. I saw special needs dogs.
We might have had one.
I saw purebred dogs. Lots of mixes, but all shapes and sizes. Good grief! But we had a specific size we were interested in, and I think this is going to work out great.
It's going to be great. So anyway, we encourage adopt, don't shop if you can help yourself. I know you want pure breeds and everybody has their heart set on something, but I promise you that dog is available and that needs a loving home. And if you're not able to provide a permanent home, fostering is a wonderful solution for you. And you can, this lady yesterday, the other day, she had such a passion for that. And she just had, animals passing through her home. And that's a huge heart, because you get so attached to these animals and you want them to have a forever loving home. And they just, pass through your life for a minute. I think it's a beautiful service and thing to do.
Yeah. And they're so just, gosh, the love they give, all they want to do is like make you happy, They just have to figure out like, okay, now where am I supposed to poop? And okay, is this my bowl or is that my bowl? There's just some basic things that they're going to figure out. And it doesn't take that long. I really don't think it will. And I was telling Kelly, I think Zoey will be good for Larry in that I think that'll bring out some more confidence in Larry. Kind of bring out the dog in Larry. I just don't think he was socialized. I just based on how he acts.
Because we don't know Larry's story because he was rescued wandering in a field, and they had to guess on his age because of his teeth. And so Alan, just by observing the way he acts with Zoey, we're like, we don't think he was ever a part of a home. We think he was maybe just a feral dog.
Yeah. Because the way he eats, too.
The way he eats. He does
just
not know how to play. So we don't think he was ever part of a litter for very long.
And just how totally, submissive to everything.
And it breaks my heart because you don't know their story,
Yeah.
But we know Zoe's story, so that's good.
He's a good...
Zoe's never had a heartbreaking story. We just don't know Larry's story.
Yeah. And Larry's a great dog. He is. They're just, I think every dog, and I know we have a lot of dog owners that listen, every dog has their own personality. They're like kids. So.
That's right, Larry. You're the best. Love you so much. Not let Daddy say anything bad about you.
I don't say anything bad about Larry. I just said he's pooped in every room in the house, which is true.
True.
Now Zoe's catching up with it.
True. But it's going to be fun, and we're going to have a fun family. Alan and I don't have children, but now we have dogs.
Oh, and we
have children, but not between us. Biological children. I'm saying we don't have children, but we do have children, but not together.
Okay.
Like we didn't birth children.
Okay.
These are our babies.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, they're our fur babies. That's what I was telling Kelly. I said, these are the only kids we're going to ever have.
Sadly.
Oh, yeah, right.
I was pitching for it.
As soon as I said that, you were like, yeah, you got that right.
That is not true.
Can you imagine us having small kids now?
For a hot minute when we first got together, I was like, I would really love to have a baby with you. I would love to have a baby with you.
Mm-hmm.
That ship has sailed. So now we're going to have dogs. We're going to be those people.
Oh, and we're about to be that couple and those dog owners that just whip you with pictures of the dogs.
The Larry Evans has an Instagram account.
It's
so guess what's about to happen?
Well, I'm not going to create two. That's too much.
You have to.
I'm going to combine it. So we just put all their pictures on one Instagram.
Okay. Well, we're not going to give away.
I can't handle it.
We're not going to give away the name yet because somebody will steal it.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
Okay. So look for that pretty soon. The sweet little babies. I'm very excited. It's going to be fun. Zoe's sleeping now. Larry's licking me, and all is right with the world. So we hope you have had a wonderful Memorial Day, that you've paused to remember the reason we do celebrate this holiday, for those who gave their lives for us to celebrate our freedoms, what they are right now. And
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the family, Zoey Evans. We haven't come up with a middle name yet, really. Zoey Magic Evans, because I wanted to name the dog Magic, and then we'd have Magic and Larry, but then Kelly shot that down.
I'm not having a female dog named Magic.
I thought Magic was really cool.
If it was a boy dog, I might say okay, but I'm not doing a female dog named Magic.
After Kelly told me I could name the dog, and then Kelly threw out a name that I absolutely despise. So I
said,
yeah, Madge.
I thought Madge was so cute. Madge and Larry, Larry and Madge, and then I thought Stella, and then I thought Stella,
and then we both thought she's got a cute name. She's got a cute name, and that's her. That's her name. Why would we change her name?
Well, everybody at the shelter assumed we were going to change her name too. And they were rooting for Magic. They thought that was funny. I was like, not on my watch. Not going to be Larry on my Magic on my watch. Well, not with a girl.
Kelly let us get a little bit bigger dog that I think she preferred. And then I let her, well, no, I didn't let her name it Match. We agreed on Zoey. There you go.
We settled.
Yeah.
We settled on
settle.
Zoey.
It's a cute
Zoey's
name.
fine. Zoey's fine.
It's not fine. It's
I don't know.
Name.
It's fine.
It's
what it is. She's Zoey.
She's Zoey. Zoey.
Yeah.
Not Zoe.
No, it's Zoey.
That's Zoe.
It's Zoey.
All right, babe.
Larry and Zoey. Our family is complete.
Oh, who knows? What if we enjoy this one and 2 or 3 years? You're like, maybe we should get 3.
No, then it becomes a pack, and it's them against us.
A wolf
it's
pack.
Them against us. We are a pack of 4
what
right
about a cat? What about a kitten?
No. I've had cats in the past, but I also was in South Carolina when I had cats.
South Carolina.
It was a time of life where your cats could live outside, and they could come in the house for half the day and go outside half the day. They had a litter box in the house, but they never used it because they always pooped outside. Those days have come and gone. Yeah. So no.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
I had a lot of cats growing up. My brother Ryan would bring home every dumpster stray he could find, and it was great. We had a ton of cats, and they were great pets. But no, I don't know where we put the litter box.
Nothing against you cat owners, but yeah,
where we put the litter box?
I don't think I'd do a cat.
We literally have nowhere to put the litter box.
I'm a dog person. I'm a dog person.
And I'm good with birds. I've had birds. But birds are, I'm sorry, if you've never had a bird, they are nasty.
Don't birds squawk out and shit all over the place?
I had a bird, Petey, most recently. The last one I had, I don't have anymore. I rescued Petey. Petey loved me. Petey would give me little bird kisses all over my face. It was the sweetest thing. You just kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. And his little, their claws, when they hold on to you, they're so warm.
Yeah.
And I love birds. And some people really despise birds. They are nasty. They spit. And so their seeds go everywhere. You put newspaper down, they're just filthy. They're filthy. But that Petey was a good bird.
I've never owned a bird.
Maybe that's next.
No, I don't think I'm gonna own a bird.
You have to have a very big enclosure. So, because when they spit,
an aviary.
Huge, because they spit, and when they spit, it goes outside of the cage, and it just goes everywhere. They're very messy, but they're so sweet. I've had great experiences with birds, and I've had frogs.
Oh, you've owned frogs?
Yes.
Like a Pac-Man frog?
Well, we had.
You ever seen a Pac-Man frog? There's those big frogs. They eat mice. You ever seen those?
No, these were, I forget the word for them. They were frogs that live in water exclusively, and I forget the word for
Leopard
them.
frog?
No, that's not right. But this is many years ago.
Bullfrog?
No, I forget the word for them. But they
horned frog?
No,
that's a lizard.
You go to the mall, the kiosks, and they'd sell these little
hermit crab,
like a hermit crab, like a sanctuary, whatever you call it.
Right.
But they'd have 2 frogs in it.
Ribbit.
And we had a Christmas party, and one of the moms came in with this big box, this huge box, and she was laughing and almost crying, laughing. She said, "All you moms are going to hate me what I got your daughters for Christmas this year." We're like, "What could it be?" And it was these pygmy frogs. Pygmy frogs.
Oh, pygmy frog. Okay. A little frog.
She gave us all pygmy frogs, and we were all across the board livid. We were livid. We were like, why would you do this to us? Now our daughters are all, oh my God, we have these frogs. So one mom had the sense to say, my husband bought these same frogs for our daughters for Christmas, so we can't accept them. So she wouldn't even accept them. The rest of us were like, oh my God, now we have frogs. One mom, I'm not going to name names, took the frogs home and threw them out in the backyard. So they died because they're meant to live in water. The rest of us tried to raise these frogs in water, and these frogs were obsessed with me. They were obsessed with me. And we'd name them Austin and Allie. My daughter was obsessed with Austin and Allie, the TV show. And I would come in the room and they would follow me around they would just follow me. They were obsessed. I'd feed them, but their water was filthy. So I'd take a turkey baster and I'd try to suck the poop out every day. It was disgusting. So I went and bought one of those filters, and the filter would suck the frogs into the filter and spit the frogs out, traumatizing them. I'm like, that can't work. So then it was like I was going to have to go buy this big, what do you call it? Aquarium. Alan's so over this story. Anyway, I ended up donating those frogs back to the pet store, and we're no longer friends with that mom. That's a long story short.
Is that the point of the story?
I'm just saying I've had frogs too.
Oh, okay.
So I've had frogs, birds, cats, dogs. Never lizards or turtles or rabbits.
Ew. Yeah, I don't like rabbits.
That's it, right?
I don't know. I didn't know about the pygmy frogs.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. What else? Anything else?
You can have a ferret.
Yeah, I don't know about ferrets. Ferret's a weasel.
You had reptiles.
Snakes. Yeah, I had reptiles.
No, I've never had that.
In college. Well, that's the best pet I've already said on the podcast. That's the best pet there is.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not. They're clean. They're quiet. Low maintenance.
You have to feed them.
Poop
like
once
rats.
every 2 weeks. Feed them once every 2 weeks.
Dead or live?
Yeah, either way. Safer for the snake if you feed them dead, but you feed them live if you like to see a little live action, if you know what I mean.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, some people like to be it all natural. Some people like to be safe.
And why did you finally get rid of them?
I've told this story before. It started to impede on the dating life a little bit. Hey, you want to go back to my apartment and see my snake?
And?
Didn't really work out.
So you really got rid of them because of the dating life?
Yeah. Now, there are a lot of people that have, preconceived notions of snakes. You know, everybody's afraid of snakes. They really are friends, but a lot of people are afraid of snakes.
I am.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of good snakes and bad snakes. You know what? I don't got time to look it up on Google.
You ain't got time to figure out which one.
I got to Google it. I'm either going to run or kill it. That's my two options.
I'll tell you what, if we don't have snakes, then you got a big, big rat problem. So it's like, which one do you want? You want a bunch of rats or do you want fewer rats and deal with some snakes?
You know what? I don't see the rats, but I see the snake.
No, you don't.
I'm either running or killing it. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I don't know what it is. Alan has
ain't killing nothing.
Well, I would if I could.
You ain't killing nothing.
I would if I could.
Big talk, Kelly Raspberry.
I would if I could.
You ain't killing nothing.
If I had something to kill with, I would.
Listen to this. You'd run faster.
That's what I said. Run or kill it.
And you know who you'd run after? Me.
Yeah, to kill it.
And you tell me to do something.
Yeah.
And I would not kill a snake.
But if I had the option, I would kill it.
Would absolutely not kill that snake. I'd relocate it, but I wouldn't kill it.
Ain't get time for that. But welcome to the family, Zoey Evans.
Yeah, welcome to the family, Zoey Evans. All right, Ben. Any other animals you want to talk about?
Nah.
Okay.
That's it.
Good. All right. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
I love these two little puppies desperately.
And Zoe's passed out.
We're going to get her up for the live studio audience to say hello here in just a second, though. But and we love Legacy Humane Society desperately, thepetproject.org desperately, and our new special guest, Zoey Evans. And,
from Larry, we got from Paws of Love Animal Rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Paws, remember polar, like polar bear. Paws of Love Animal Rescue.
Paws of Love.
There's so many great organizations.
Is that L-U-V or L-O-V-E?
L-O-V-E.
L-O-V-E. All right, babe. Well, good. Well, this will be fun, and the adventure continues. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
All right. There's a sweet little teddy bear, Larry.
Oh, we're about to just whip people with pictures. Zoey,
come here.
Let's see if you can get
Zoey keeps licking her scar area. She got shaved and it's growing back, and so she's real itchy.
Good girl.
Sleepy.
Good girl. You're just a sleepy girl. You're a sleepy girl.
Here she is.
You're a sleepy girl. Let's get you close so everybody can see. She's a little rugrat right now. He needs her haircut. She can get a haircut Tuesday.
Look at the difference between these two.
Look what she does to bones.
Look at these. Larry is not
Larry is out.
Larry's like, whatever. And that's playing hard to get.
That's what she can do to these bones. I mean, she has got sharp teeth. She is all about, well, now she's not. She's usually all about.
You woke her up.
Yeah. She's so sweet, a little beard. There's a little paws that are always holding stuff. Look at that. Isn't she sweet?
What do you think of Larry?
Oh, gosh. Oh gosh, it's okay, Larry. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
It's so funny when he gets really mad. He's like,
You think that's funny?
it's funny.
Oh, Larry getting all stressed out. He'll have a heart attack. There she is. Look at Larry. He's trying to figure out what this is all about. They're just acting like dogs.
Hi, Zoey.
Oh gosh.
You just woke her up.
Yeah, I know. She's very groggy. Look at her.
Y'all, she loves licking your ears. That's a good girl. What you think of Larry?
It's okay, Larry. It's okay.
It's okay. All right, so
Zoey. 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 Zoey.
So the regular cast of characters here, I can't see.
Look at those long legs.
Who all's here? I can't see. The regular people.
Christy Kincaid Norris, Bethany, Kelly, Kathy, Danielle, J-Bo 1962. Yeah, our very best customers. Our very, very best customer. Angie Reno.
Everybody have a good Memorial Day.
Kara's here. Danielle.
She's very boo-boo. She's getting groomed tomorrow. Her first professional groom. Yes, she is. She's getting a professional groom. Yes, you are.
Oh, and we're just gonna kill people on social media with pictures, aren't we?
Alan is.
Yeah. Look, how could you not? Look how cute she is. How could you not? Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. How could you not?
Cute.
How could you not? Look at that face.
What?
Oh gosh.
All right, we gotta go wind them down.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Somebody said her beard is just like yours, Alan, or the color.
That's what Alan said. He said the dog, he's starting to look more like his dog. I was like, you've had the dog for 3 days.
Salt and pepper. We're gonna look like each other.
She's over it.
So over it.
Y'all don't even know. 30 minutes ago, she was charging.
Oh.
But it's the end of the day. She's worn out.
I mean, she was killing my hand when we were on the podcast. I was trying to do it at the same time. It was hard. A couple times I had to put the microphone down.
She's wiry. She's got such long legs. I'm not used to that. And we have wood floors. And so when she walks, her like legs are flailing. And Alan says because her paws aren't rough enough. They're still like
They're
baby
so
paws.
Soft, like babies.
And I'm afraid she's going to break her leg just walking on our wood floors. But I don't know. She got spayed, so she got her tummy shaved, so she's scratching that a lot, I think because the hair's growing back, so it's itchy. So she's been scratching that. But otherwise, she hasn't had another seizure. It was scary, y'all. That was so scary. She suddenly started like choking, and then all this foam started coming out of her mouth, and then her paw started going up like that. And I'm like, is she, at first, the foster mom thought she might have eaten a bug or something. I was like, I think she's having a seizure. I've never seen a dog have a seizure, but I'm like, I think she's having a seizure. So the foster mom went and scooped her up and held her. And she's just slobbering all over her until the seizure passed. And then when she put her on the ground, she just started walking in circles, like trying to get her equilibrium back. But she was completely, she was just walking in circles. And we were like, oh my God, what do we got here? Is this going to be a sick puppy? But it's like, what can you say? If a puppy needs you, right? If a puppy needs you. And the foster mom said if she needed the medication for epilepsy, it's about $15 a month. I'm like, well, we could handle that. So it was really, the epilepsy would be unfortunate if that's what she had, but we think it was just a reaction to the anesthesia, is what people have said. And it's really about how she gets along with Larry.
Where's Larry?
He's in my lap right here.
There's Larry.
But it's been interesting. She wants to play with Larry so badly, and Larry's just not into it. And it's really sad because I want Larry to love her.
And just be a dog.
And be a dog. But Larry's so skittish, and I don't know, it's heartbreaking.
She's not as you can see, she's not as much of a lap dog as Larry either. She doesn't mind being held. but her legs are so long, and she's,
we could tell she was told not to get on furniture. She will not get on. She was told that. But since we're off the podcast, we can tell you. Apparently, this older woman, her children decided to surprise her with a puppy. And this is an older lady, and you really have to be considerate of people's position. You want somebody to have companionship when they're older. This is a very rambunctious dog. And this dog kept jumping on her. And, when you get older, your skin is paper thin. And her skin was being cut and bruised because the dog kept jumping on her. And the dog also likes to be under your feet, and which can cause a tripping problem. So people think they're doing a good thing by giving a dog to someone who's lonely, but you really have to take those things into consideration. You have to do your research. This is a very rambunctious type dog. You want to research and get maybe a lap dog, something that doesn't need a lot of walking.
Maybe for a more elderly person. Yeah, this is a very active dog.
Very active dog.
They need lots of walks
and so
stuff.
She gave it up. She said, I can't, for her own health. She's like, I can't keep this dog. It's hurting me and needs more attention than I can give it. So she gave it to an adoption agency. And that's how we found you. Larry's story, we don't know. He was just picked up wandering in a field. And so he's got some behavioral differences. But we'll get it all figured out. It's just a matter of patience and love.
Patience and love.
And a lot of, you have to be disciplined. You can't just ignore it and just expect them. You have to really put the time into it. And being in quarantine has really been helpful because Alan has had the time to devote to it more than even I have.
Oh, someone's asking how old Larry is.
We think
he's not that old.
We got him in October, so we're saying that's his birthday. But when we got him, they were just basing on his teeth. They thought he was a year to a year and a half. So this October, we're going to say it's his third birthday.
2.5.
So we think he's about 2.5 now. We're not 100% sure.
Not very old, but he's bushed.
But he's very gray. When we got him, his coloring was so fabulous. He had this red tuft of hair behind his neck, this beautiful white collar. His coat was black and brown. And when we got him groomed the first time, the red went away, the black went away. And he just became like this muddled gray. But we were so curious about what he was. We got a doggy DNA test on him. It was like $79. You can get them on Amazon. It was a wisdom panel. And it was a Chihuahua, Schnauzer, Pekingese poodle mix. So we were saying Chiser Peekapoo, which is hard to say.
That's just a mix.
So Alan thought it was just easier to say he's a schnoodle.
Schnoodle.
But he's really a lot. And it says, a lot about his personality. He charges people when they come to the door or to the front yard. He goes charging at them, rah! And as soon as he gets to them, he cowers and he tucks his tail and he just goes up to him like this. So if you're scared of dogs at first, you're put off. But our neighbor 2 doors down, she's 6. Larry comes charging her. She's like, whatever. She just walks up to him and starts petting him, and he's completely fine. But if you don't know that, and she didn't know that, she's just not scared of dogs. He's never bitten anybody, but he is scary. I've seen grown men panic around him.
Around who?
Larry.
Who?
Delivery men and stuff, where they like panic.
Oh.
Because he comes charging and they're like,
I think they just surprise him.
Well, yeah, that's panicking.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy go, eh, because Larry is coming at him.
I have.
Well, I haven't.
Because they're scared. This dog comes charging
but you won't kill a snake.
I would recoil.
But you're going to kill a snake.
I said grown men have panicked.
Yeah, but you're going to kill a snake.
I said if I could, I would, or I'd run. Did you not hear me say I'd run or kill it if I could?
Kill a snake.
I would if I could.
You ain't kill nothing.
I'd run over it.
You're not kill nothing, Joey. She ain't going to kill that snake. She's not going to kill that snake.
I'd get a hoe and chop it in half if I could.
Oh, yeah. That's always good.
I would if I could.
And then post a picture on social media.
No, I wouldn't.
Look at this snake I killed.
I wouldn't.
In my yard.
You know why I wouldn't? Because people would be yelling at me.
Look
I'm killing a perfectly good snake.
Look at this harmless corn snake I just chopped in half with my hoe.
Is it a corn snake or is it poisonous? I don't know. I know it's a dead snake.
I'll tell you.
I'd kill it. I'm just telling you, if I could. but more likely than not, I'm running.
Good. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. Okay, we're gonna wave bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
She's getting her first grooming tomorrow. We had until Tuesday to decide to keep her, and we decided to keep her, so we made her first professional grooming on Tuesday.
I'm gonna give her. Can't get rid of her now. She's too sweet.
Sherry's Pet Spa. If anybody's interested, she's in the Plano area. We always request Sherry.
She's too sweet.
Sherry does a good job. She also boards dogs too. If you have to go out of town, isn't that right, sweet boy? Oh, sweet girl, you're a girl. Larry's a boy. Isn't that right, sweetie?
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, hope you had a good Memorial Day, long 3-day weekend. We will.
Say bye.
Wait a second. Today's Tuesday. We got to do another podcast tomorrow night.
Today's Monday.
Or Monday. Wednesday night. All right. See you guys soon. We're going to whip you so bad on social media. You just wait.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. That was okay. Good job, Larry.
One more.
Oh, no.
Say hello.
It's okay, Larry. It's okay. It's okay.
Larry. It's okay.
You're
You're such a good boy.
Yeah, that was good.
Good boy.
Whew.